Welcome to Missoula Tech Talk. It's not TED, it's TECH. Um,
Not Ted, because we've left the Tejit cam.
yeah. Hey, that's a pretty nice pun. Uh, we
That was better than the other ones, I have to admit.
we, we are out of Tedget Cam and we are looking at the whole new area.
We're flying.
And um,
Sorry.
yeah, let's start with the dam situation. I made a big mistake when I started this area, which was um, this water level is way too high for areas like this or even this to exist. So this area would be flooded all the way because water. And also, at first, oh shit, I didn't introduce you.
They
It's
know
It's
by now.
fine.
they
People
know.
know us. Hi,
Okay,
They
hello.
know.
We're
Hi.
still
yeah,
here.
with me is as almost always Christine and just Goran. Carlos escaped. So
so,
um,
so I still don't really get it. Like, so why would the water, um, would it seep through the ground? Like
yeah, it would
the
be.
underground water would be too high.
It, I mean,
Right.
at first I had the situation that this was the original border. So the water was going right next
Oh.
to this point,
Mm.
or even close to this. So at first I had to extend all this area here. This was not part of the plan, and at this point I only had this one done, and not even the giraffe. I didn't even think of the giraffe. So it was way simpler at first. But then this problem appeared, and what I did now was thinking of a dam. So I mean, this all is kind of water from the mountains, and also like glacier water, and apparently it will rise at some time in
Mm,
season, right?
right.
So these all these habitats on the outer part are basically they know that they can be flooded, and they kind of deal with it. And how they deal with it is at first they build this dam all around this area,
Oh my god. It extends that far as well. Holy crap.
and it extends till this point where we have these floodgates, and
Oh my god.
to control the actual water level, also
Dude.
control the traversability for the boat rentals. So if you booked a tour which goes beyond this point, um, they can basically change the water level to this point, and you can
Oh.
have an easy go. Um,
I'm just done at this point. I'm just. This is so. Ah.
um,
This is
apparently,
brilliant.
or obviously, this is not done. That's just some trees for the backdrop for the showcase. So this will not stay this way. Maybe here will be another boat station or something like this to drop off before you get into the another section of the river. And yeah, you also got this wild water
Hmm.
part to to don't to don't have like a flooding situation just because you have a gate here, right? So
Mhm.
to
Is it
control,
also for like fish to be able to go
oh,
through? Or,
yeah, yeah, of course, and but mainly to um, have the opportunity to leave this part alone if there is no traffic, and have like a constant flow of water.
yeah.
And yeah, that's this part. And so I had to think of a way to, how to make it possible that I can, in that case that I have a flooding situation, I can move all the animals to a safe place. And now the transition system comes into play. We have this backstage path all around, and it's all actually traversable for the staff members, of course. And here we have the traversable path for all the animals. So you can change the basically what animal is in here for a while, so you don't have these. That's why we have a lot of foliage in these habitats, because they would basically transfer the grazers against the non-grazers. So, for example, giraffes are no grazers, and they would leave all the foliage alone, and you can swap them all the time. And but also, of course, if they are fed pretty well, so they don't have the need to graze. I don't even know if graze is the right word. I'm just using it like
Yeah.
it
No, it
is.
is.
So
Yeah.
okay, um, from every habitat, you have the opportunity to get the animals onto this path. It goes here. It's a bit of a tricky part, but I had to deal with a lot of terrain change, so I wasn't able to make it smoother. But you can imagine that there will be a lot of staff members just making sure that the animals will be safe during the process of transitioning.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head, just like
Um,
I'm out of words. I don't even know what to say. Just Goran, talk, say something. I can't. I can't
I
even.
don't. I me neither, man. I just like. I feel like a sane person would just be like, huh, yeah, I guess that water situation might not be the most real. We'll just say that the current water level is the highest it can go.
no.
But no, you you had to be like, eh.
Yeah, and then he makes it into this incredible feature of this park. It's unique. I
Yeah.
mean, no one would have thought to do this on
b-
purpose, but it's just a happy, well, whatever, however you
Accident.
feel.
Yeah,
I
it's an
think
accident.
it's
It's
Bob
an
a
Ross.
accident. Yeah.
really happy accident that happened because it made you think of all of these incredible solutions
Yeah. And
to
that's
something that might actually have been a real life problem. It's just,
yeah.
for
That's what.
fuck's sake! Just,
Yeah. Okay.
damn it.
But I mean, we have the transition for the giraffes. That's why, and also some other bigger animals. So that's why we have a drawing bridge, which would be functional in real life. We have these little whatever this is, to raise it up manually.
Spiel? Wheel? Spiel? Spool?
Yeah,
Spool?
Bullies,
Spool?
spool sounds right. Yeah, and
Spool?
also for a flooding situation, we have these floodgates here.
Hmm.
Uh,
Can the
and
giraffes walk over that?
Oh, these will like sliding doors. They will just go to the side.
Yeah, no, I mean the drain.
Um, they were apparently I put them in. I had it functional as a transition habitat. You know, it was
Yeah.
just one big habitat.
Oh,
But
I'm talking in real life, honey.
I
Would
know,
they be able to
I know,
walk over
I know,
the?
and that's why I put them in to stop them
Oh, okay.
crossing it. Because in real life it would be not traversable for hoof stock.
Yeah. Oh,
And
okay.
you
yeah,
could put like a board on it if you want them to
yeah.
cross.
If you want them to
Yeah,
traverse,
of
you would
course.
just put a board on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cover it up.
also it can be like a first drainage. And speaking of drainage,
Yeah.
if the water level goes too high,
Oh
the
my god.
the terrain provides the water flow to this point. It would go down here and into this first drainage. Um, or let's say
Ah,
trench, whatever. And
yeah.
also, if it gets really hard and the water level is a bit higher, it goes all the way here, creating, of course, a big of a mess. But then there comes the second trench into play, and also we got a pumping situation. But it's also for the waterfall. You could say it's multifunctional. That's
Uh, uh,
yeah.
I'm crying too.
I mean, yeah, maybe I overthought it too much. But
no, it's
No,
it's
no,
perfect.
it's perfect. It's
but
incredible, man. I am
also,
so in awe
Like
with what you've created here. It's just,
we
oh my
there's just
god,
layers upon layers
of complexity.
of
Yeah.
just habitat design and then just
Mhm.
realism, and
Mhm.
it's absolutely insane.
And
These
aesthetic, so that
these
it all looks
corrugated
good.
walls
Yeah.
are so good.
yeah, like in real life, right?
Like I was lazy and I
Yeah.
just used the in-game corrugated walls and they're okay, but this is just so much better.
Yeah, these are the grinders. Are they called? Oh no, what's it?
Mm.
Girders.
Girders.
Girders. Almost the same. um,
Sorry.
so
I have to laugh at something you do.
yeah. My English
'Cause I can't
still
laugh at
sucks, so
this.
I'm aware
I
of.
think you may be mixing up the Pokemon. I think there's wait, I'm looking it up.
Okay. So here the transition path for the animals continues into the quarantine
Oh,
section
right.
we already talked about, and
Oh,
you have
yeah,
the
yeah.
animal transport here, and you can.
Mm.
Here was Carlos didn't know that here is no gate, but I was imagining, yeah, like maybe there were a gate, but now it's a giraffe habitat, and they have to shut it down. So they would, of course, they would just drive onto that gate and release them, or on that gate.
Right.
So
And the little path that's been made up here where you can
Yeah.
imagine that they're actually walking with an animal leading it up here onto the truck from all the way down there. Ugh.
And now let's talk a bit about the staff members at itself, or at themselves, because I don't want them to be part of the crowd, and so I made it possible that whenever I say put an animal in here, they walk all the way this backstage path. No matter where you put an animal in this savannah section, they will use this backstage path, leave it here, or they would go all the way from this backstage area where you have the path here, have a little bit of guest contact, but then immediately you can go into this backstage area and go all the way on the back, or even here you have this backstage path and have a little bit of intersection with the guest till this point here. So the main path is basically free of staff members. So
I mean, come on, dude. I mean, it just transcends anything that most people could even imagine. It's just, ugh. I don't even know what to say.
and now the people
I'm gonna go shoot myself now.
now the people maybe have an idea why it took me so long and why I couldn't give any of this away, because it just wasn't finished. If I just had showcased one of this area, especially at this point here, all the backdrop didn't make any sense. So I just had to make like a finished version of it to make it work for me.
It's actually really cool to see the whole savannah area from the air as well, and then when you move the camera down to peep level again, then you can see
it just blends together.
how they completely blend together as if they're one big there we go, a habitat without those big trenches that are not just trenches to keep the animals from eating each other, but also trenches to to deal with a potential flooding,
Yeah.
if that were ever the case. I mean, it's just genius. It's just Einstein level genius.
Hey,
But
look, it's
in
the mill
Planet
Impala
Zoo.
again.
Yeah.
There are the horns.
Look
You
at
and your
those
horny
iconic
horns.
horns.
I also like how they walk. I don't know if the model they used for it walks the same, but this is pretty
It
accurate.
should be the same because they can't make new animations yet.
Yeah, okay. But still. Very good transferred into this model. Oh yeah, and I was promising, and I'm glad I didn't
Oh, yeah.
forget it, how to make sure that these animals don't climb into
Yeah,
the
walk off the path and
or walk off.
escape.
Yeah, you have the bunch of clutter, all these sharp rocks, then the branches, everything that's not likable for these hoofstocks, and at points where, I mean, this electrical fence is mostly for the guests, because it wouldn't come to a point where
Animals just won't walk there. Yeah.
they wouldn't do it. It's more like
It's
it's a panic fence in both directions. I mean, it
mhm.
could be that the animal get panic from the lions or stuff, but even then, in the area where this is possible, they would just went into the backstage area, and yeah, that's the main idea.
It's really clever though with those barriers, because when you're down at peep level and you're looking up towards that land bridge, then you don't have some tall fence or barrier keeping the animals from jumping down, you know? It's
Yeah.
flat, so it doesn't take any of your visibility when you're standing there, or any of your view, I mean.
True.
It's really clever. Like everything else in this zoo.
Yeah, it's just, this entire area is just top notch.
Ah, yep.
Thank you. And I think that's basically that's all I have to explain
That's the
about
TED
this.
Talk. Tech
Yeah,
talk.
that was the tech talk. But I just wanted to make sure that people can understand why it took me so long. Not that I want to apologize, but sometimes I felt bad that I was saying about content every 2 months, but it was
You can also just blame Carlos.
2 weeks. Yeah, I
Just
know.
be like, Carlos, why didn't you finish your park?
Oh, Carlos. Oh yeah, true. But
He's not here. Blame him for everything.
no. I mean, that's I'm still not very much into this YouTube thing, and but I really think Carlos' project needs some appearance.
Deserves it.
Yeah, and you just need to see this incredible style he is doing, and
when I first opened his zoo to make that map, I was just lost in it for like hours.
Yeah.
Especially the museum, even though it wasn't finished by then, it was just like, because it's so different when you actually, like, even the video still doesn't do it justice in a way. Like, you have to visit it yourself if he ever shares it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he shares screenshots every now and then, but still, like, seeing it like in action is so different.
The way it's supposed to big screen your own when you're in the game yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rain looks amazing here.
Yeah, they did so good at all the weather animations and the lighting and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
they actually do take
someone brought an umbrella.
Umbrellas. That's nice to see.
I made them pretty expensive, so it's my fault if they don't have any. Also, I made the balloons very expensive, but because I was annoyed of all the balloons.
You didn't want balloons everywhere?
Yeah, it was kind of I'm watching the movie It. Was
oh god.
And I was distracted by all the shadows.
I remember actually, I think in my zoo I made like all the umbrellas really expensive except for like one color.
Yeah.
So everyone had the same color umbrella, which was pretty funny.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
Works.
Yeah. All right. So guys, I'm really thankful that you joined me on this long trip, and for anyone who is still listening, I have to point out, not that I'm not forced to, but I have to point out that Just Goron has an awesome channel and awesome content, really. And if I said it, I mean it. And he is apparently one of the last creators I can watch and where I can learn stuff. So watch
Thanks,
him.
man. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Watch him and learn stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out myself because I haven't before.
You have to. Why?
For anyone who doesn't know, I met Just Goron tonight, and I met Carlos tonight. So it's the
Yeah,
start of a
I just,
beautiful friendship.
but you didn't met me tonight, so I didn't
Yeah.
pick you up and say, hey, you want to do like a
Just
six,
complete stranger. Hey, want to be in a YouTube video?
just randomly?
I've got 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, nah.
to the 5 people to unsubscribe from my channel to this long waiting session, I have to say, puh, not my
Screw
fault.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be so impatient. Dude, look what you're missing out
Look
on.
what you're missing out on. Yeah.
And
Oh.
to all the new subscribers, hello, and also goodbye. I hope to see you in the next one. So bye bye.
Goodbye for now. Bye bye.
Bye.